Hi, I'm Aisha. You are watching Educational Hub. Thesis outline is a document that contains a detailed description of the research that will be conducted as part of a thesis or dissertation. It includes a description of the research problem, the research objectives, the research methodology, and the expected results. Thesis outlines are typically created by the PhD scholar in consultation with their research advisor or supervisor. In this video, we have explained the simple thesis or dissertation outline for your PhD work. 1. Cover page and title page. A cover page is the first page of a document. It is usually used to give the title and author of the document, as well as other important information such as the institution information, emblem, year of degree completion, and the name of the degree for which the document is intended. 2. Declaration and certification. A declaration is a statement made by the candidate confirming that the work presented in the thesis is their own and that they have not plagiarized the work of others. A certification is a statement made by the candidate's supervisors or other academic staff confirming that the work presented in the thesis is of an acceptable standard. 3. Acknowledgements. An acknowledgement is a statement of appreciation for help or support during the research and writing process. This includes acknowledgement to the head of the institution, supervision or guide, funded agencies, and family members. 4. Abstract. An abstract in a thesis is a brief summary of the entire work. It should include the research question, the scope of the research, the methodology, and the main findings. The abstract should be no more than a page in length. 5. Table of contents. Chapters, headings, and subheadings. A table of contents is a list of the chapters and sections of a thesis document. It is usually placed at the beginning of the thesis. 6. Chapter 1. Introduction. An introduction is the first chapter of a thesis or dissertation. It introduces the reader to the problem or topic of the work. 1. Define the problem. 2. Purpose of the study. 3. Research questions. 4. Significance of the study. 5. Definition of terms. 6. Delimitations of the study. 7. Assumptions. 8. Organization of the study. Thesis. 7. Chapter 2. Review of related literature and research. 1. Begin with a listing of the subsections of the literature review. 2. Use frequent headings to help readers follow your organization. 3. Conclude with a short summary. 4. Consider a length in the range of 20+ pages. 8. Chapter 3. Methodology. Begin with a paragraph explaining the purpose of this chapter. Purpose of the study, to refresh memory. Research questions, to refresh memory. Review of related literature and research summary. Method, your research framework. Data collection. Show how your data collection addresses each research question. Role of the researcher. If you are performing qualitative analysis, you should explain your role, how you interacted with the participants, your background, etc. Data analysis. Describe. Show how your data analysis addresses each research question. Final transition paragraph, such as, Chapter 3 has presented the methodology for collection of data for this study. Chapter 4 presents research findings and Chapter 5 presents conclusions, discussion, and recommendations for future research. 9. Chapter 4. Findings. Begin with a paragraph orienting the reader to the chapter. Because some readers will jump to this location in your thesis or dissertation and not read the earlier chapters, present your findings in a logical order, with tables and figures as needed and with frequent use of headings to help readers follow your organization. If you use mixed methodology, present quantitative and then qualitative findings, conclude with a summary of the findings, and a transitional paragraph, such as, Chapter 4 has presented qualitative and qualitative research findings addressing the 4 research questions of this study. Chapter 5 presents conclusions, discussion, and recommendations for future research. 10. Chapter 5. Summary, conclusions, discussion, and recommendations. Begin with a paragraph orienting the reader to the chapter, because some readers will jump to this location in your thesis, dissertation and not read the earlier chapters, such as Chapter 5 provides conclusions based on research findings from data collected on, as well as discussion and recommendations for future research. This chapter will review the purpose of the study, research questions, literature review, and findings of the study. It will then present conclusions, a discussion of the conclusions, and recommendations for practice and for further research. Summary. Similar to the beginning of Chapter 4, including the purpose of the study, research questions, a summary of the literature review, a summary of the methodology, plus a summary of the findings. Conclusions. Your conclusions about what the data means, the most important critical thinking. Insights revealed by your data. Discussion. In this section, discuss each of your conclusions or major findings. Summarize each one briefly, but do not stop there. Show how your findings compare to other previous research and discuss why each is important. This is where you as a researcher present what you have actually learned from your research. Recommendations for practice. Provide a list of several things that teachers, researchers, administrators, etc., working on the topic on which you did your research should do as a result of your study. Suggestions for further research. 11. Appendices. It is additional materials that are not essential to the main text of the thesis but may be helpful in providing a more comprehensive understanding of the research topic. Appendices can include data sets, detailed descriptions of research methods, or other information that is too detailed to be included in the main text. References. In research, references are a way to acknowledge the sources of information used in a work. References give credit to the original creators of the work. Whether you are quoting directly, paraphrasing, summarizing, or illustrating a point, references show that you are aware of the field in which you are operating by citing experts in your field. References help to relate your own work to previous. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe my channel for more informative videos.